Hello, everyone. Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker, liver of apartment person. My the crypto bro, coke user, coke fiend, alleged, moved out, and I don't know what is going on. I feel like I've landed on another planet sometimes, being in LA. Came home today, was going through several emotions just because mostly depression, but I'm feeling good. It just I was kind of depressed again about my writing. I'm like, I really came up against a wall with this story I'm working on that's got so many pieces. Any story does. So this is just a story because every story has that problem. But I was doing this exercise where I was trying to talk out my story last night, literally just talking through the sequences and seeing where I heard myself, or where I felt bored hearing myself, or where I felt like it wasn't organic, or it didn't, um, it. Well, those are the two things: bored and organic. It wasn't exciting. It didn't keep up the intensity, and very quickly into this hypothetical story, I realized, because it's just one possible version of how this story may play out, even though I have the central idea. I realized, oh, I don't know how this is. What's going to propel this story? What's going to be the main thing we're seeing? And I struggled with that. And today I came up with some ideas. That's good, but it hit me like a real pain. Like, oh, all this confidence I felt, it's nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. Like, I'm nowhere near where I thought I was in this story. But that's a good thing. The pain is a helpful reminder, and it's better to feel it because you learn from it. It's like, hitting a muscle with a hard workout. You feel pain, you realize you're overwhelmed, but you have to be stronger than that, stronger than the pain to overcome it. And that's what I realized with the story. Nothing else is going to make me feel better. Not exercising or having a good day at my job. All that stuff is necessary. It was just overwhelming, thinking like, oh, I don't know this. How am I going to do it? But then I got some ideas. I wrote them down, and I'm still kind of struggling, but I'm looking forward to keeping at it now. And I've just been running myself ragged, like riding my bike to work. My legs are getting more tired out now. I'm like, oh, I got to eat more. I got to eat more protein, and sleep more. I slept well last night. First night this week I slept well because I've been going to sleep too late. And even today I'm kind of delaying too much. But now more nonsense with my roommate. So I have this roommate. I don't really want to say it too loud, but I doubt she's right here. And even if so, I can say it. It's my story. Shortly after I moved in, she hit on me in a way that was like, totally inappropriate and out of bounds. And, I shut that down. Basically, I was on the balcony one morning eating breakfast at like 5 or 5:30 in the morning. And she came up to me. She was staring. So I'm showing some context because, well, what's better? Let me think. What would Aaron Sorkin do? He'd probably flash back. What would really do that? I'm trying to think. What would sound better? I'm trying to go backwards and forwards with this story through my head. What would make clearer just how unpleasant this is right now? What I'm going through. Basically, this girl harassed me again today, and made a pass at me, and I just shut it down. I was not having it, and I talked to the guy I rent from. I'm already getting into the story. um, Okay, I'll just say what happened today. We'll see. I don't know. I could be wrong. But that's one thing I'm trying to do is just risk failing, risk rejection. Uh, how I was on the balcony today after work. It was the afternoon. It was like whatever, 4 o'clock or so. I was drinking tea. Was I on the phone? I'm not. I guess I was. I don't remember if I was or not. I should look at my phone log to be sure. But all of a sudden, first of all, I not hear, I see like the balcony door, the sliding door shake a little. I'm like, oh geez, someone like closed the door hard or something. I didn't really hear it though. Then all of a sudden I hear that roommate, the girl I live with, come up to the door, and she says, hey babe, and waves at me. And either she dyed her hair or she was wearing a blonde wig. Um, I couldn't believe she was even trying to talk to me. That I said, don't. And I just looked away, and she said, I'm just saying hi. and she walked away, I guess back to her room. I immediately texted the guy I rent from, told him that same story, and I texted one of my roommates too. I said, hey, I just told the guy I rent from this. I just want to tell you too, so we have another witness to this. Then like 30 minutes later or whatever, because I went out and got some food, came back and ate little chicken, cilantro, onion salad with lime. I called the guy I rent from. I said, hey, did you get my text? He's like, yeah, I was going to call you. He's like, I forget all the details, but like, he's like, yeah, man, it's not good, but like, you know, I'm going to talk to her about it. And I said, look, don't accuse her of it. Just ask her, did you talk to Angelo today? So while I was on the phone with him, he texted her. I could hear the ding, you know, and the messages going back and forth because he has other phones. Or I don't know if he texted on the same phone I think it was on the same phone we were on because of what I'm going to say next. So he texted her asking, did you talk to Angelo today? She said, yeah. I said, hey, and he didn't seem happy about it or something. And I called him babe, and she said I called him babe, but I guess he didn't like it because I thought maybe he had a girlfriend, but he was on the phone, and so that's why I'm not sure. Like, was I on the phone? I got to look at my phone log to see, but she said he was on the phone, so maybe he didn't like being interrupted. I was just trying to break the ice because we haven't talked in a while or something, and I was like, thank you for asking her that. That was the smart move. Please save that message in a way that, you know, makes it like downloaded or whatever, so we have it. And he sent me a screenshot of it. I was like, thank goodness. So we got that. He's like, yeah, man, that's creepy. He's like, I've never dealt with this nonsense. But he's being supportive of me. He's cool. He's not like complaining to me about it. If I was dealing with Debbie in Annandale, she probably would have been like, oh, just deal with it on your own, Angelo. But so the thing is, what I don't like about this is, first of all, she terrorized the apartment several times in the building. Somebody called the cops on her in the building, and she was screaming at the cops, saying she was going to have her cousin kill the other guy. The crypto douche who left. I don't even like calling him douche. It's like he's not even worthy of being called that. He's just some guy, and you know, living his pathetic fantasy life, and you know, just not living well, and you know, obviously having problems and not cleaning up after himself. So he moved out. I didn't even realize it until yesterday, but she was saying about him, because he was, I don't know what the whole issue was, but they had some problem. One of the things I know is he did not clean. That bathroom was filthy that they shared down the hall. Disgusting, like black fungus all over the toilet bowl and like powder on it, and I don't know what else, hair. And she was yelling at the cops saying her cousin will kill him, and he's a cockroach, he's nothing, he's a leprechaun, and all this stuff, and it is pathetic. And that was a night where she was screaming for like an hour. She smashed some plates, but she screamed plenty of other times around here. The thing is, I have avoided her basically since, and when I say basically, like, I won't literally just walk out of the room if she's there. I may, sometimes I have, but I just don't talk to her. I don't say hi. Anyways, she, shortly after I moved in, she did something like that. And it was creepy because it was also when I was on the balcony, so it's like I'm trapped there. She's never done that anywhere else in the apartment, only when I'm on the balcony and she's blocking the way to get out of the balcony. She, shortly after I moved in, like a month or so, something like that, I was eating breakfast on the balcony at like 5 in the morning. She comes out, she's in her underwear, she's just staring at me. Just stared at me. I thought, like, is she mad or something? Like she wants to be alone up here, but what the hell? So I said something like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And she walked away. Like a minute later, she came back and she's looking at me. I said, why are you looking at me? And she said, you're handsome. I said, I'm flattered, which I was not, but I said, I'm flattered, but I think we should just be roommates. And she's like, yeah, that's good. You know, just roommates is good. You know, although sometimes people can date, you know, like I had a boyfriend I worked with, some nonsense like that. And I was already disturbed then, and I texted the guy I rent from then. So anyway, it's ongoing nonsense. And how could she not learn? Like, there is no chance on anywhere in the universe I would be receptive to anything like that ever, let alone after she was screaming at the cops and terrorized. Oh, and she banged on my door at 12:30 in the morning that same night. And I told her, no, I told her, you're terrorizing everyone. You're screaming, but like you're walking on the floor. I sweep and mop, and like I'm stuttering over my words. I said, you're walking on the floor that I sweep and that I mop here, and you're going around yelling at everyone. You can't be doing it. And she's like, I was just knocking. I said, no, stop. Just go away. Like, I'm not dealing with it. So then, like, 30 minutes later, she yelled down the hall, fuck you, Angelo. You know we all clean in this bitch. So that's what a person who's not in reality, I guess. So anyways, whatever. Just I try and make sure there's some type of witnesses, even though I didn't have a direct witness of it, and just avoid her. Literally all I said to her today was the word don't. I couldn't even make myself say a whole sentence to her because I just don't even want to engage. It's such nonsense. It's not even worth explaining like why this is inappropriate. So anyways, I'm just trying to keep steady and just focus on what I'm doing, and keep writing, which I have my laptop open behind the camera. I'm gonna try and keep writing. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.